Well, let it be a surprise to you. People should watch me, see me, that way. Because when you're either betrayed in love or you have trust issues, you become a cynic, and that's what Vicky's character is. I visited Singapore, love the city, love the city.
Welcome to Spotlight on Connected to India. My name is Himanshu Verma. My guest on Spotlight today is one of the most dashing and popular stars of Indian television industry, Karanvir Bohra. Karanvir, thank you for speaking to Connected to India and welcome to Spotlight.
Thank you so much, Himanshu. Really sweet of you, and so glad we connected.
So
The more we reach out to our fans across the globe, it's one of the most amazing things, besides just getting connected with fans in India.
well, Connected to India reaches out to Indian diaspora across Singapore, US, UK, Dubai, Emirates. So I'm really happy that you are already one of the more popular actors, one of the more well-known actors of Indian television industry. More and more will people get to know more about you. So I'm really glad that we've connected. Karanvir, you had a great career as a director, actor, and as a designer as well. Did you always want to be in show business?
Well, I was always, won't say a show off, but I've always been an exhibit, an exhibitionist actually. Whether it's even during my school days or my college days, I was very loud, very optimistic, very outgoing. Uh, so I would find I had flaws. So I would cover those flaws by being outgoing, by being an extrovert. Okay, because I was an introvert. I wasn't good in speaking English. I was not so great in studies. So, and I would be very bad in sports. So all the things that you should be good at when you're in school, I was bad at those. So to cover those up, I said, you know what? I need to be outgoing. I need to be out there. I need to be an extrovert. I need to be like flashy. I need to be like, uh, people should watch me, see me, that way. So yeah, I mean, it was nothing related to showbiz, because showbiz was never about, uh, it just started now. But earlier it was everybody was just about, entertaining.
I've seen a lot of the times you've entered even television shows. You like a hero's entry, so clearly you were cut out for showbiz.
Maybe.
And another thing which I've noted, which sort of explains with what you said, that you have done quite a few times the role of a spoiled brat. How come you get chosen to play the spoiled brat again and again? You've done more than two, three roles, if
I
not more,
know.
haven't you?
So spoiled brat led to an anti-hero, which led to complexities of characters. Because I mean, I was spoiled as a kid, but not a brat. Actually, a brat also. Bada shaitan tha main. Okay. Spoiled because I lived in a joint family. We had a very. It was while growing up. My grandfather, grandmom, uncle, aunties, bachches. So everything was, in one house, and we would all, वो बिगड़ने के चांसेस ज्यादा हैं क्योंकि आपको प्यार बहुत मिलता था, बहुत लोगों से, सिर्फ माँ बाप का नहीं, सबका प्यार मिलता था. So और मस्ती तो खूब करता था. So I guess the roles kind of that's how the first beginning of the role happened. I remember even Just Mohabbat was the first role, and that's how it started. And whether it's any show on any television, which leads to even Casino for that matter. Casino is also a role which starts off normal, okay, starts off being a brat, not spoiled, but will eventually he lands up being messed up in the head, and that's what even the story of season 2 is all about, so it's was something which I think I love playing these kind of roles. Vicky is exactly like this. He's the kind of guy that kind of Vicky would be in you or in anybody else, who wants just love, who wants trust, who wants to be accepted, for who they are. They don't want to be loved because they own a casino or because he's a son of a big honcho. He just wants to be loved, and that's the only love he would get was either from his stepmom or from his sister. And then when he realizes that the mom left him, even though she was murdered, but she left him, so he blames her. he was just about getting close to dad and he left, you know, where he found solace in this woman, Rihanna, but she took him for a ride. And even his sister for that matter, you know. So for him, that's the journey. That's what I read with. That's what I saw. That's what I felt that this guy, this Vicky would turn out to be. So after all this happens, he becomes a cynic. He goes crazy, you know, and that's what you know, self-destructive. How you become is because when you're either betrayed in love or you have trust issues, you become a cynic, and that's what Vicky's character is.
So Casino is of course playing on Z5 platform.
Yeah.
It's on the Z5. So lot of content which you see in OTT platforms now is towards realism, whereas Casino is an out-and-out escapist story.
Exactly.
What kind of reaction have you got since it started on June 12th, right? June 12th is when it was.
That's right. You know, so that was the whole idea, because everything is too realistic. Okay. Not that I'm against that. I love it. I would love to be part of a realistic show, but this was really, and you put it really well, and complete escapist kind of show where you come in, you see, wow, what kind of world is this? Glamorous, guns, women, deceit, thrill, murder, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know. So we kind of, that's what we wanted.
While shooting for it, did you try your own hands at gambling, and how did that work out for you?
So I only gamble when it's Diwali time. And that too, I just play very low stakes. I just love the fact of playing cards. I like it. I love playing cards, but I'm not a gambler as such. Yes, I do gamble a lot in life in terms of I take chances a lot. I'm a very big risk taker.
Have you visited Singapore? Have you played at the Marina Bay Sands casino we have?
No,
here?
but I've been to Marina Bay. I've visited Singapore. Love the city. Love the city. In fact, my first abroad, like first international trip was Singapore. We had gone to this place. We stayed. I don't know if you know about this, Pasir Ris.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a beautiful area.
I know. So we stayed there. We had gone through college. It was the college summit that was there, and we stayed there. It was so much. I have the best memories of Singapore.
Do you remember the place where you stayed? Was it a hostel or a college?
No, it was not a hostel. It was like a big resort.
Okay.
Resort Pasir Ris or something like that. I don't know what.
I'm literally 2 kilometers away from Pasir Ris, so it's a beautiful.
What man! I have such memories. I've stayed 15 days out there. 15 days. It was one of the best memories of my life.
Oh,
but that was way back in like 99, 2000.
I mean, it's time for you to come back.
I know.
Tell me about your future plans. I see that you're working in a very interesting film. I think it's called Ijazat, where you're playing Rajiv Gandhi. So
we had planned this almost 2 years ago. Okay, Ijazat, and it's very interesting. It's a story, one of the best love stories ever. The love story of Rajiv Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi. But I love that. That is something that I was working on. But the future is good because doing another web show for another, not another, but it should be coming in July. I can't speak much about it, but it's really, really interesting. It's to do with time travel. Well, let it be a surprise to you.
Okay.
Let it be a surprise, yeah, because that'll be fun.
Yeah. Fantastic. It's absolutely wonderful talking to you. I wish you great success and hope Casino does really, really well. Thank you very much, Karanvir.
Thank you, Himanshu. Such a pleasure, man. It was a pleasure talking to you. God bless you.
Take care.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And that was the dashing Karanvir Bohra, the lead star of the show Casino, which you can watch exclusively on the OTT platform Z5. If you like the interview, please press the like button and definitely follow Connected to India's YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.